Luka Doncic continues to cook his opponents on the offensive end with his scoring and playmaking ability, and this is how he does it. Hey yo, what's good with y'all? My name is Will and welcome back to Will's So Trill Hoops. This season, Luka Doncic is averaging around 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists per game with splits of 45, 33, and 74. This is now his third year in a row averaging over 27, 8, and 8. But it's how he continues to pick apart defenses no matter what they throw his way that impresses me so much. He just won Player of the Month for February, averaging nearly 35 to go with 10 rebounds and 9 assists, which led the Mavericks to a 7-2 record. By the way, on the season, they are 38-25, holding down the 5th seed. More impressively, with Luka Doncic playing, they're 32-16, and without him, they are 6-9. He is so important to this team's success. But of course, the numbers he's been putting up over the last 3 seasons are insanity, and what I'm here to do is go over some of his film. First, I think it's important to acknowledge his scoring ability, because once a player can get a bucket in any situation they want to, it's gonna open up opportunities for teammates, and you'll see why later on. This season, Luka is averaging a career high percentage on shots near the rim as he finished strong here against a good defender in Johnson. And while he may not be fast in terms of running speed, he can change directions extremely well, as he does it here against Johnson again, but this time it is to set up a much easier finish as he shook up his defender. And a lot of times the Mavs offense is gonna force switches onto the opposing team's big. Here against Looney, he beats him on the drive inside where he finishes. The importance of this is that the rim protector is now drawn outside to Doncic. If he beats him to the rim, there's no good help coming in most cases when it comes to size at the rim, right? Because you're gonna need that size to stop this drive. He's also really good at forcing these switches even when the defense doesn't want to switch. He snakes around this screen while the screener continues making contact with Moody. If they don't switch here, this is just going to be a wide open shot for Luka, so they have no choice. And what does Luka do when he gets a mismatch on a big man? What he cooking? Barbecue chicken. Another scenario with these kinds of plays is that the primary defender could try going under the screen. Since Bamba is in drop coverage, there's no help against a potential 3-point shot, which Luka is gonna take here. But even when switching, sometimes teams are gonna be late on the communication of the switch because they aren't going to want to switch every single time there is a screen, because that's just gonna make a lot of mismatches. Just when a screen connects enough to get the main guy out of position, that's when they want to switch. And this is bound to create miscommunications like it does here. There's the 3. This time the first screener rolls on a set of double screens where Dort wants to switch and take the roller, but Bazley is still playing drop coverage while Man is under on the second screen, leaving no one up top, and that's a wide open shot. But with Luka Doncic, it's not just screens and forced mismatches. He takes on Melo here, who plays good defense on the play, including help from Johnson, which prevents a drive, but this mid-range fadeaway is deadly. LeBron tries forcing him to drive left on this play, and that's not gonna work out for you, bruh. Luka takes that free lane and hits a mean one-leg fadeaway over LeBron James. And Luka's out here playing around with Mo Wagner. Aggressive defense, but he still busts out a set of moves to get an uncontested look. This is crazy. The behind the back followed up with a spin gather. He is so crafty. He brought out the spin here as well, with Dort overcommitting towards the baseline, expecting that he has help, but the help gets split with the spin gather by Doncic, squeezing in between the defenders to get the shot off. But I really can't talk about Luka without mentioning the step back 3. He delivers that right foot jab, making defenders respect the threat of a drive before pulling back and taking a shot. And I really like him operating in the pick and roll situations with how well he is able to read the defense overall. Here is made easy with a Spain pick and roll set, essentially meaning there's a second screener who sets a back screen, this time on Looney, who's trying to contain a drive, and it frees up an easy layup. Similar situation here on a different play. This time Luka's primary defender is hit initially by Finney-Smith on a pin down screen, and then it gets into a handoff. The primary defender is out of the play now. He just has to read Bamba and decide from there. Bamba doesn't commit, so he gets another layup. And the decision making on these plays by Luka are on point. He can set up teammates extremely well. This is the exact same play, but you can see when Diakite swipes at Luka, that's when he's gonna make the decision that he is throwing the lob to Powell. No defender is between Powell and the rim except Diakite, and he has just chosen his poison. Commit to Luka he's throwing the lob. Again, same action, but this time Bazley is very aggressive to contain the Luka penetration, making this a very easy read, lob it up to Chris. But what about when the layup and the lob is taken away by an extra help defender, because that's gonna happen sometimes. That brings the third and final read of most of these plays. The spacing on this play right here is all over the place, so it's not gonna be that great execution wise, but he's still able to work with it, recognizing that Bamba will be in position on the lob and he himself is currently smothered. But Wendell Carter Jr. is showing help because of Luka's gravity, leaving Kleber with enough space to get off a catch and shoot three. This right here is just your average DHO into a pick and roll, but the defense ends up trapping Luka, and here in midair he has a decision to make. First of all, he can hit Powell rolling inside, but the answer to that is no, because as you can see, Anthony is going ahead and rotated down into that passing lane, so he swings it all the way out to Finney Smith. Not the cleanest pass, but he got it out of there under a lot of pressure, and he made the right read. Another pick and roll here between Powell and Luka. Powell's defender commits to Luka's drive, but a defender has helped down off of the corner to cut off the roll from Powell, and Luka makes the correct read once again, hitting Finney Smith for another three. His ability to make the correct read, taking what the defense gives while being in midair, is crazy. He's a smart player. And because he's a threat to score in isolation as well, he's inevitably also going to have times where defenses help against him in those scenarios. As he drives against Melo, Stanley Johnson is going to begin showing help. This causes THT to pay attention to Johnson's assignment as he can't be left wide open, but credit to Brunson here for relocating to the wing. What this did was increase the distance between him and the rotated defender, which was THT, while he wasn't looking. And that is more ground that he eventually has to make up when recovering, so Luka hits that pass and Brunson converts. Now against LeBron in isolation, he beats him going right. Johnson again has to step up and contain this drive, but unlike last time, no one is in position to prevent a pass to the dunker spot. Doncic is gonna see that and knows to throw the lob to Powell. This play right here is really simple. Beat Steph Curry on a drive, Wiggins steps towards the lane attempting to cut it off, so swing the pass to Dinwiddie, who Wiggins rotated off of. If you don't help, he takes Steph to the rim and he gets a layup. You do help, he makes the pass. This is what elite playmaking is. Luka is an extremely tough player to deal with as a defense, and because of that, we've seen his playstyle translate extremely well into his 13 games of his playoff career. And the crazy part is that his efficiency is even higher in the playoffs, dominating against the team with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. He is just a force. Like, we're witnessing a player that has legitimate top 10 all-time potential depending on how his career plays out. He is the real deal. Now, since you made it to the end of the video, I assume you enjoyed watching, so here's another great video you can check out involving another form of unstoppable offense in the NBA, that being the new dynamic duo of Harden and Embiid. But for now, I'm out of here, and remember, keep on hooping.